So cold, close your eyes and see.
The Fox Sisters, the story that started Spiritism, written by Louise Hu Hivaz. Once upon a time, there was a very close family that lived many years ago in the United States, called the Foxes. Mr. and Mrs. Fox and their daughters, Margaret and little Kate, were moving to another town. They bought an old house that seemed to be haunted. The new home of the Fox family was located in a strange town called Hydesville. "Ugh, even the town's name frightens us," said the somewhat confused girls. "It's a haunted house?" wondered Margaret. "Does it have ghosts?" wanted to know little sister Kate. Are you brave enough to continue reading this story? If yes, then let's continue. As they entered the old house, the parents felt that it had a certain charm. The girls, on the other hand, thought there might be ghosts in the house. The Fox family never suspected that there could be something different about the house. The house was old, and many people had already lived there before. "It should be safe," thought Mrs. Fox. "Look closely. It seems that the house has been occupied by someone else. Will something strange happen to the Fox family?" The house was made of wood, so it was common to hear noises caused by wind, birds, mice, or even a cat on the roof. Every day the girls played together, but one day something different happened. At nightfall, the girls heard strange knocks. What could these knocks be? Could they be the neighbor's cat climbing up on the roof? Little Kate wondered. But the noise continued, and Margaret, pointing to the place where the sound was coming from, said, "Maybe it's a bird trying to make a nest." The girls didn't pay any more attention to the sounds and continued playing until, suddenly, they heard louder and stronger knocks. A knock, knock rang out over the entire house, and at that moment they became very scared. Little Kate asked, "Could it be a bear that climbed up in the house?" "Of course not," answered Margaret, the older sister. "They called Daddy. It could be a thief." "And what if it's a ghost?" asked Kate. "Ah, I'm so scared," Margaret said. "Hurry!" So the girls shrieked and ran out of the room. As they entered their parents' bedroom, the little sisters told them about the noises they heard, so Mr. Fox decided to check outside to see if there was some animal or thief. Since he was scared, he went out with a staff. After looking around the whole house, he realized that there was no one. He examined the roof and came back inside feeling more assured. "Thank goodness it isn't a thief. After all, ghosts don't exist," said Mr. Fox, relieved. Could it be the girl's imagination, he wondered? Upon returning to the bedroom, Mr. Fox told them that there wasn't anyone outside. But soon after, the family heard new and stronger knocks on the wall. They heard a different sound, unlike an animal walking. It sounded like someone knocking directly on the wooden wall. This time, Mr. Fox became scared. It was then that little Kate had an idea. She clapped once, and they heard one tap on the wall as an answer. Then she clapped twice, and 2 taps were heard. It seemed that someone was answering. Mrs. Fox said to herself, "Could it be someone trying to play or scare us?" To be sure, Margaret, the older sister, asked, "Is someone there?" And one knock was heard. A yes as an answer. Then Mr. Fox asked, "Is this someone the devil?" 2 knocks were heard. No. And Mrs. Fox asked, "Then are you a spirit?" Yes was the answer. From that moment on, they were able to communicate with that spirit through knocks. 1 knock meant yes, and 2 knocks meant no. And the spirit was very happy that he could finally communicate with them. The spirit who was communicating explained to the whole family that he wasn't a ghost like the girls imagined him to be. He was a good man, and his name was Charles. In fact, he said he was a former jewelry salesman that had gone to collect money from items he'd sold to the former owner of the house. But not only did the man not pay, he killed the salesman as well. "What a poor little spirit," said little Kate. "He must have suffered a lot," Margaret thought. Charles, the spirit, explained that his body had been put inside a fake wall in the house, and for a long time he'd remained very sad in the house. "I suffered a lot," Charles said. "I was very sad without being able to talk to anyone." "Don't be sad any more, Charles. Now you have new friends," the noble Fox sisters exclaimed. "Thank you, girls. You are very kind, and your kindness has helped me to find a way out of where I was. Now I am free. I must go away," Charles said. "Where are you going, friend?" asked Kate. "To a very bright place, and other luminous spirits are already calling me," Charles answered. "Bye, girls. It was very nice to meet you. I'm going to miss you," said Charles. As he was saying goodbye, a tear of gratitude fell. The knocks and noises in the house ceased, but due to the phenomenon, the Fox family became known throughout the whole United States. Newspapers all over the world published headlines about the famous Fox girls and their gift in communicating with spirits and helping them. "If we were able to help Spirit Charles, we can help other spirits," thought little Kate out loud. "Yes, let us take them to the light," Margaret asserted with enthusiasm. The girls then traveled to many cities in the United States where they proved, in many auditoriums filled with lots of people, that the so-called ghosts didn't exist, but that what do exist are spirits that need caring love. The sisters Kate and Margaret Fox even went to the big city of New York. They found out that they had a huge treasure called mediumship that allowed them to help many spirits. And thanks to the help of these generous girls who put to the best use their mediumship in the service of good, many spirits like Charles found their way to light. The news traveled to Europe and called the attention of many researchers, and in France, on the other side of the world, this fact served as a basis for the initial work of a professor. The French professor had become known as Allan Kardec. And so, these occurrences helped Allan Kardec begin research about mediumship, communication with spirits. Allan Kardec studied mediumship with many young mediums, and he called this new set of knowledge Spiritism, the study of spirits.
So old, close your eyes and see go old. Feels the chase of breeze. Hold